Hi everyone, Namaskar. Myself Pawan Kumar with Understanding Mathematics. Today I am back with SSC CGL Tier 2 Examination 2019-20 Asked Questions discussion so that you can match your answers before putting the question for observation. So let us begin the session with the discussion on the asked questions. Here is the first question. Evaluate 1 by 15 plus 1 by 35 plus 1 by 63 plus 1 by 19 plus 1 by 43. हल करें 1/15 धन 1/35 धन 1/63 धन 1/99 धन 1/143. This is the question. Let me take this question to my side. 1 by 15 plus 1 by 35 plus 1 by 63 plus 1 by 99 plus 1 by 143. So, this is the question based on difference of factors divided by product of factors. ये हमारी भिन्नों का योग लगाने का प्रश्न है जो कि गुणनखंड के अंतर को गुणनखंडों के प्रोडक्ट यानी गुणनफल से विभाजित करने पर आधारित है. So we can write this fraction like 1 upon 3 by 5 plus 1 upon 5 into 7 plus 1 upon 7 into 9 plus 1 upon 9 into 11 plus 1 upon 11 into 13. So if we see the factors in every term, the difference of the factors should come, which is missed here. So for that we have to multiply with the 2 and divide by the 2 at the same time. So we can write this as 2 by 2. In the bracket we can take 1 upon 3 into 5 plus 1 upon 5 into 7 plus 1 upon 7 into 9 plus 1 upon 9 into 11 plus 1 upon 11 into 13. Here we can take the top one to inside in the multiplication. So we can write it 1 by 2 inside the bracket 2 upon 3 into 5 plus 2 upon 5 into 7 plus 2 upon 7 into 9 plus 2 upon 9 into 11 plus 2 upon 11 into 13. That way. And we should know that 2 by 3 into 5 means 2 by 15 is equal to 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5. Because here LCM will come 15 and 5 ones are 5 minus 3 ones are 3. So it will become 2 by 15 like this. By doing so, every term will turn in this format wherein we will be getting the first term in the starting and last term as a negative term in the last, and in between rest of these terms will be cut by the terms. Let us see once. 1 by 2, we can write it 1 by 3 minus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7 minus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9 minus 1 by 11 plus 1 by 11 minus 1 by 13. So this negative term will cut the positive term like this. So we will be left with 1 by 2. Inside the bracket we will be having 1 by 3 minus 1 by 13. So it will be 1 by 2 into LCM will be 13 3 ja 39 and 13 1 ja 13 minus 3. So it will be 1 by 2 into 13 minus 3 10 by 39. So this 2 will cut 10 5 times and here we will be getting answer 5 by 39. So for this question the correct answer will be 5 by 39. Hope it is understood to everyone. The most important pertaining point related to this question is to understand the concept on which this question is based. So this question is based on the difference of factors divided by product of the factors. So let me see the second question. Second question, in second question we can see 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 14 plus so on and in the last plus 40. So let us see the question 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 14 plus so on 40. So this question is based on the AP अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन सीरीज. ये सवाल हमारा समान अंतर श्रेणी पर आधारित है. बिकॉज इफ वी टेक एनी टू कॉन्सिक्यूटिव टर्म्स द डिफरेंस कम्स सेम. यदि हम कोई दो क्रमागत पद उठा लें और उनके बीच का अंतर देखें तो सभी जगह समान आता है. इसलिए ये हमारी समान अंतर श्रेणी पर आधारित है. तो यहाँ पर जब हमसे समेशन पूछा गया है तो हम देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर हमको फर्स्ट टर्म मालूम है, लास्ट टर्म मालूम है, कॉमन डिफरेंस मालूम है, लेकिन क्या चीज़ नहीं मालूम है? हमको नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स एन नहीं मालूम है. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट दैट एंड आफ्टर दैट वी कैन गेट द समेशन ऑफ दीज टर्म्स very fast. Here we can see the first term a is 6 and the common difference is 2. Because if I take 6 and 8, common difference 8 minus 6 2, everywhere it is coming 2. So last term also it is 40. Now we are not knowing number of terms what. So by using the formula nth term Tn equal to a plus n minus 1d, we can find it. Now the first term a equal to 6 plus n minus 1 into common difference d 2. So multiplied by 2 and last term means nth term value is given 40. So 40 equal to 6 plus 2n minus 2. Here it will be 40 equal to 6 minus 2, it will be 4 plus 2n. So 40 minus 4 equal to 2n. 2n equal to 36 and n equal to 18 because 18 2s are 36. So number of terms we have calculated 18. Now it's easy to find the summation of these given terms by using the formula sum of n terms Sn equal to a plus l into n by 2. Now all the values are available to us. So it will be first term a6 plus last term 40 into number of terms 18 by 2. This will be equal to 40 plus 6, 46 into 2 9s are 18. So 9 6 ja 54, carry 5, 9 चौक 36, 36 और 5 41, 414 is the summation of the given terms. So that way we can calculate the summation of these AP terms. इस प्रकार से हम इस समानांतर श्रेणी के दिए गए पदों का योग निकाल सकते हैं, जोड़ निकाल सकते हैं. Let us see the third question. In the third question, it is asked at what rate percent per annum will a sum of rupees 15625 amount to 21952 in 3 years if the interest is compounded annually. So here principal, amount, time, three things are clearly visible. So it's easy to find out the answer. As we are knowing, A equal to P into 1 plus R percent की power n. So we can write it A upon P equal to 1 plus R percent raised to the power n. Here A is mentioned 21952, P is mentioned 15625 equal to 1 plus R percent raised to the power 3. Means time is given for 3 years. So we are well versed. This 21952 is the cube of 28, and 15,625 is the cube of 25. So 1 plus R percent raised to the power 3. In one go, we can write it 28 divided by 25 raised to the power 3 equal to 1 plus R percent raised to the power 3. Now since both the side powers are same, so we can cut it. Now we are left with 28 divided by 25 equal to 1 plus R percent. So we can transpose this one to our left side. 28 upon 25 minus 1 equal to R upon 100. So it will be left here LCM 25 and 28 minus 25, it will be left 3. 3 by 25 is equal to R upon 100. This 25 will cut, 25 1s are 25, 25 4s are 100. So value of R will be equal to 4 3s are 12. Means rate of interest is 12% per annum. That way we can calculate the answer and match the answer easily. Hope it is understood to all. यहाँ पर हमने देखा कि जो दी हुई फिगर्स हैं वो हमारे घनमूल हैं किन्हीं नंबरों के, और यदि वो हमें याद हैं तो हम बड़ी आसानी से इसको कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर हमको क्यूब मीन्स घन याद नहीं है तो हमारे लिए इसे हल करने में दिक्कत होगी. सो लेट अस सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो. Fourth question is, at what rate of interest will a sum of rupees 4,500 amount to 6,225 at simple interest for 5 years? So for the fourth question, principal is 4500, principal is 4500 and amount is 6525. So compound interest is equal to difference of these. So 5202 means compound interest is equal to 2025 rupees and the time is given 5 years. 5 years. So we have to find out rate of interest. Rate of interest is what? Percentage rate of interest is what? Here we are well versed that principal is always 100%. So the value of 1% will be equal to 45 rupees. Now you can easily calculate this. Now 45 into what equal to 2025. We can cut it. 5 nines are 45, 5 fours are 20, 0, 5 fives are 25. Now further, if there are chances to cut, we can cut. 9 ones are 9, 9 fours are 36 and 9 fives are 45. So we can understand that this 2025 is the square of 45. 45 into 45 equal to 2025. So we can easily see 45 into 45 equal to 2025, wherein we are knowing that 45 is equal to 1%. So this 45, 1 into 45% will be equal to 45 into 45. It means what? 45% is the rate of interest. Rate of interest is 45%, but this 45% is for the period of 5 years because it is RT percent. Actually, RT percent is 45% and we are knowing the value of T. Value of T is 5. So 5 nines are 45. Here R percent will be equal to 9%. So here you can match your answer. Rate of simple interest will be 9% per year. That way we can calculate this and match our answer also. Now let me see the next question. Next question, fifth is, an umbrella is marked for rupees 150 and sold for rupees 138. The rate of discount is what percentage? We are well versed that marked price, listed price or maximum retail price or Ankit Mulya are the same values and which are equal to 100%. So here also MRP is 150 rupees which is equal to 100% and based on this value of 1% is equal to 1.50 यानी कि 1% की वैल्यू 1.5 रुपये के बराबर है. Now we are knowing MRP minus selling price is equal to discount. So MRP 150 minus selling price 130 rupees So discount will be equal to 12 rupees. Based on this, we can calculate 1.5 into watt per watt equal to 12. So we can see 1.5 into 8 is equal to 12. So that way 1.5 into 8 is equal to 8%. Means the discount is given at the rate of 8%. So it's very easy to answer this question, and this sort of questions are oftenly asked in every competitive examination. Let us see the next question. Question number 6 is the ratio between the present ages of A and B is 3:5. If the ratio of their ages 5 years hence become 13:20, then the present age of B is what? यहाँ पर पूछा गया है कि A और B की वर्तमान आयु का अनुपात 3:5 है और 5 साल बाद उनकी आयु का अनुपात 13:20 है, तो B की वर्तमान आयु क्या है, ये पूछा गया है. सो वी विल कैलकुलेट दिस क्वेश्चन लाइक दिस. वी विल टेक ए नंबर लाइन. दिस इज आवर 0 number line which shows present ages. It shows present ages. Here two men are there and these are A and B men. So ratio of their ages is given 3:5, and he says 5 years hence means from here 5 years after. Hence means after 5 years after, the ratio of their ages becomes 13:20. So we are well versed that any point of time the difference between the ages should be equal. So let us match this difference of the ages. If we see here the difference of ages, it comes 5 minus 3, 2. But here this difference comes 20 minus 13, 7 years. It shows both the places difference of the ages is not same. So for this we have to balance the ratios. And how we can balance the ratios? We can multiply the above ratio by 7 and we can multiply the lower ratio by 2. So if we multiply here by 7, it will be 7 3s are 21 ratio 7 5s are 35, and here it will be 13 2s are 26 and 22s are 40. Now we can see the difference between the ages. Difference between the ages is equal to 14 years. Here also difference between the ages is 14 years. So now the ratios are balanced and it's very easy to see. Now we will see the vertical difference. Vertical difference 21 to 26 is 5 units. 35 to 40 5 units. So the vertical difference is of 5 units, which is equal to 5 years. Then 1 unit difference will be equal to 1 year. So by putting the value of 1 unit, we can calculate present age of B. So here is the present age in this. This is the present ages ratio. So 35 B's is 35 into 1 equal to 35 years. So that way we can calculate this question. Here we have to be well versed with the balancing of the ratios. So it becomes very easy. That way we can calculate and you can match your answers. आइए नेक्स्ट सवाल देखते हैं। ये सारे के सारे सवाल वर्क एंड टाइम पर आधारित हैं। वर्क एंड टाइम की विचारधारा को समझने के लिए मैं आपका ध्यान केंद्रित करना चाहूँगा। आमतौर पर हमारा एक ऑब्जर्वेशन होता है जिस पर हम कभी ध्यान नहीं देते हैं, तो मैं आज चाहूँगा कि आज हम उस पर ध्यान दें। जब भी हम मंदिर जाते हैं तो वहाँ पर हाथ जोड़ के खड़े होते हैं, हर किसी को हाथ जोड़े हुए देखते हैं। इलेक्शन के दौरान नेताजी को वोट मांगने के लिए आते हुए हाथ जोड़ते हुए देखते हैं, और हमारे यहाँ कामगिर भी आता है तो हाथ जोड़ते हुए देखते हैं। बहुत सारी चीज़ें घर परिवार में हम हाथ जोड़ते हुए देखते हैं। तो इससे कभी हमने सोचा है कि क्या इसका हमारे से कोई लिंकअप है? इससे हमारा लिंकअप है। जब मंदिर में हम जाते हैं, हाथ जोड़े खड़े हुए रहते हैं, तो भगवान से किसी काम की आराधना करते हैं। हमारे पास नेताजी हाथ जोड़े हुए आते हैं तो हमारे पास वोट की आशा से आते हैं। वोट मांगना भी एक काम है। इसी प्रकार से हम समझ सकते हैं कि जो हमारा नमस्ते का प्रतीक है वो हमारे काम का भी प्रतीक है। इसमें हमारा लेफ्ट हैंड और हमारा राइट हैंड दोनों होते हैं, जो कि जब एक साथ आ जाते हैं तो हमारे लिए काम बन जाते हैं। तो आइए इसी विचारधारा पर आधारित इन सवालों को हम कैसे करते हैं, कैसे दर्शाते हैं, ये देख लेते हैं। Here we are having E for efficiency, W for work, T for time, M for man. So here we can say this is our left hand and this is our right hand. यदि हम LH और RH को एक जगह ले आएं तो हमारे लिए वर्क बन जाता है, काम बन जाता है। इसी को हम कह सकते हैं कि यदि हम इसे बायां हाथ कहें तो बायां, और ये हमारा दायां हाथ, और इन दोनों को एक जगह कर दें हम तो हमारे पास बाधा बन जाता है। और ये बाधा जो बन जाता है ये भी हमारे लिए एक काम का ही प्रतीक है, जो ये दर्शाता है कि आप मेरे से वादा किए हैं तो काम के लिए आपको ना करना मुश्किल होगा। इसी परिकल्पना पर मैंने अपने को और आपको अपने समाज में जो चीज़ें देखते हैं उससे लिंकअप किया, जिससे कि हम काम और समय की परिकल्पना को अच्छे से समझ लें। यहाँ पर E फॉर एफिशिएंसी होता है, E फॉर एफिशिएंसी होता है, और एफिशिएंसी का मतलब होता है वर्क यूनिट्स पर यूनिट टाइम, पर यूनिट टाइम। ये यूनिट टाइम क्या होता है? एक दिन भी हो सकता है, एक घंटा भी हो सकता है। तो इकाई समय में जो आदमी काम करता है वो इसकी एफिशिएंसी यानी कि कार्यक्षमता होती है। और जो W होता है हमारे पास, W ये हमारे पास वर्क बोलते हैं, इसे हम काम बोलते हैं। लेकिन ये W एक्चुअल में क्या होता है? टोटल वर्क यूनिट्स होते हैं हमारे पास। और ये टोटल वर्क यूनिट्स हमारे पास क्या होता है? जो हमारी टाइम यूनिट्स होती हैं उनका एलसीएम होता है। एट द सेम टाइम, टाइम तो हमको मालूम ही है, टाइम तो हमारे पास T फॉर टाइम होता ही है, और M हमारे पास मैन होते हैं। जो भी काम करने वाले मैन होते हैं वो हमारे पास होते हैं। तो ये सवाल हमारी EWT कॉन्सेप्ट पर आधारित हैं, जिसको कि हमने अपने चैनल के फर्स्ट टॉपिक में ही बड़े अच्छे से डिस्कशन किया हुआ है। उसी पर हम आज फिर से इन सवालों के माध्यम से इस चर्चा को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। आइए देखते हैं इन सवालों को। Here we can see men are ABC. So under the M we can write ABC. Time taken by them is 18 days, 36 days and 54 days. So from here we can find out the efficiency of every person. one day work is oftenly said efficiency of a worker. So that way we will be knowing that 1 by 18, 1 by 36, 1 by 54 is the efficiency of each person. Now how to find out total work units? So LCM of these one day unit means efficiencies will give us total work units. Means we will take directly LCM of these numbers. LCM of these numbers will be 108. 108, we will divide this 108 by 18. So it will divide it by 6 times. 36 will divide by 3 times. And 54 will divide by 2 times. Because I have already told work is equal to efficiency into time. And efficiency is equal to work divided by time. At the same time, time is equal to work divided by efficiency. These are the commonly known formulas to all of us. So by using these, we can solve the question. Now, we have find out the efficiency of each person. So combined efficiency of A plus B plus C for the work units of 108 units will be 6 plus 3 plus 2 equal to 11 units. Now, if all these people were working till the end, then there was no problem. But what is the problem arised here? B and C left the work 5 days and 10 days before. So for the B, for the 5 days, 3 into 5 equal to 15 units of work. And for the C, 2 into 10 equal to 20 units of work. And this 15 and 20 will be equal to 35 units of work which is left by these people. So what will happen? This leftover job will be add on here. It will be add on here. 8 5s are 13, carry 1. So it will be now 143 units of work. So time taken to complete this work will be A plus B plus C will be able to do this 143 unit work in 143 divided by 11. So 11 1s are 11 and 11 3s are 33. Means this job will be completed. Job will be completed in 13 days. That way we can calculate this question nicely. Of course, looks typical, but once we are well versed with the concept of work and time, it will not be difficult to us. So let us see the next question. A and B together can do a piece of work in 12 days. Here, men are A and B can do a work in 12 days. A alone can do it in 18 days. So, the LCM of 12 and 18, LCM of 12 and 18 will be total work units. So, it will be 36. Now efficiency will be 36 divided by 12. 12 3s are 36. 36 divided by 18, 2 unit. So A plus B की combined efficiency 3 हो गया. A की efficiency 2 हो गया. अब A plus B में से अगर हम A को माइनस कर देंगे तो B की efficiency हमको ऑटोमेटिकली मिल जाएगी. 3 minus 2, 1 unit per day. Total work is 36 units. So in how many days B can alone do the work? So he can do it in 36 divided by 1 equal to 36 days. Means B can do the job or work in 36 days. That way we can calculate this question. Now let us see the next question also. A and B can do a work together in 18 days. Men are A and B can do a work together in 18 days. A is 3 times as efficient as B. Now very important thing, A and B. Now efficient means this is the talk related to the efficiency of these people. So he is saying A is 3 times as efficient as B. Means if B is 1 unit efficient, then A will be 3 units efficient. Right? A is 3 times as efficient as B. So the combined efficiency of A and B will be 3 plus 1, 4 units per day. Now total time units, total work units will be 18 for the 72. 72 units is the total work units. Remember this. Multiplication of T and E is always equal to W. So what is being asked here, in how many days B alone can complete the work? For the B, his efficiency is 1 unit per day. Total work units are 72. So he will be able to do this work in 72 divided by 2 equal to 72 days. B can do the work alone in 72 days. That way we can calculate this question very fast and we can match the answers. Now let us see the next question also. In the question number 4, it is being asked, A and B can do a piece of work in 18 days. A and B can do a piece of work in 18 days. B and C together can do it in B and C together can do it in 30 days. A is twice as good as workman as C. Means he is talking of A and C. So the efficiency of C is let 1 unit, then the efficiency of A will be 2 units per day. As said. Now based on this, from here we can find out total work units. Total work units means LCM of these times. So it will be 90 units. Now 18 fives are 90. 90 divided by 18 means 5 units per day is the combined efficiency of A and B. Now 90 divided by 30 means 3 units per day is the combined efficiency of B and C. Now here he has already said that A's efficiency is 2 units per day. So from here I can find out the efficiency of B. From here combined efficiency of A and B is 5 and for the A is 2 units. So 5 minus 2, efficiency of B will be 3 units per day. Now what is being asked? Find in how many days B alone can do the work. B कितने दिनों में इस काम को कर सकता है? Total work units are 90 here. His efficiency is 3 units per day. So 90 divided by 3 equal to 30 days should be the answer. But in the answer key, it is mentioned 90 days as right answer. So here I think the typing error has been taken place. Due to this, it is like that. Otherwise, in the case of B, it will be 30 days answer. And if we talk of C, his efficiency is 1 unit per day and total work units are 90. So this man will take 90 days. 90 divided by 1 equal to 90 days. So this question can be put for the observation to my point of view, because it is not matching with the given answer. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. In the due course of time, we will put forward some more questions to match with the answers given. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. Thanks.